Y'all hear me out. Them ladies in that Discord tricked the fuck out of Brenay. This was all a setup. They made it seem as though they was all for Brenay, so they made it look like they was against BOTG. Because if this was all about the ladies of the Discord falling out and what they had against BOTG, how did Brenay's and Tim's conversation get leaked? Think about it.
Hey! Hold up! If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte. What? Latte. What? Latte. What? Hands up if you ready for the real. What? Latte. What? Latte. Hands up if you ready for the real.
She pop out clean, yeah, the vibe go up. Big energy walk, don't gotta do much. Truth in her voice, she say what it be. No sugarcoat talk, just honesty. Color in the style, confidence loud. Unicorn vibes, but she stand out proud. She don't chase rumors, she clear that fog. If it ain't the truth, she won't co-sign y'all.
Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Truth telling energy on display. Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Welcome to the world where the facts stay. Latte.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Truth teller.
Hold up.
Unicorn energy. Hey. That's latte. Welcome to latte world.
Ooh, y'all knew y'all girl Tay was gonna call y'all today. Y'all knew I was gonna pick up this phone and check in with my family. Because say what, Brenay and $2 Tim? Listen, Tay gonna be back with her opinion, but let's get into this content. Because apparently this Discord phone call is going crazy. $2 Tim felt comfortable enough with these people, friend, to talk about his own children. You got that much hate for Akira? You mad? Like I said, let's get into this content and I'll be back with my opinion.
All right, so everybody saw the Discord that Brenay was on and Tim, and we heard everything she had to say, right? A lot of y'all saying that we picking on Brenay, and it's not true. Brenay's on here posting her videos so she could be recognized, to be monetized, right? We recognize her. It's like Tubi posting the movie or Netflix posting the movie, and I can't give my own opinion on how I feel about the movie. We gonna talk about how we feel. So anyways, in that Discord, Brenay stated that Devin was living with her because Devin didn't get along with his mother. I clearly remember Brenay saying she don't get along with her mother. But watch this clip.
Devin and his mama was not cool. They were not on good terms. Devin stayed with me, y'all. He stayed with me the course of our daggone freaking relationship before we even got married. He was living at my mama house. Why he wasn't living with his mama? His mama make it seem like...
Yes, this is my little beauty wall in the back of me and my boyfriend. This is my room. But I normally stay at my boyfriend's mom's house until we get a place together. And things like that. So, yeah. Tell me what you guys are doing. Comment in the comment section, of course. Tell me what you guys are doing. What time did you see this video?
Yeah, so this is the video where she stated that she is always sleeping at her boyfriend's house. And you can see Devin in the background laying on her bed. So don't say we picking on her. It's like she posts these things and she want us not to believe our eyes and our ears. Do that.
Brenay, they took your couch. Brenay. Because at the end of that clip that I put up yesterday, you were saying how you had to sit on the steps because you know you ain't had no couch, baby. But we gonna get into that because let's get into this content.
Okay, guys. Yes, I'm sitting on my stairs. We don't have a couch, so. Anywho, so I think the last clip might have been us at another pond. We went to actually 2 ponds today. I didn't catch anything. Sad face. My husband caught. Baby, how many fish did you catch? Like 4? 3 fish today, so that's exciting. Huh? Ah, Blue. You trying to eat that? Sorry. But yeah, so at least he caught some fish. Maybe tomorrow will be a different day. We might try to go out and go fish again.
How Devin and Akira can still come together. He still be treating the kids like, you know, they his nieces and things like that. That's how you do it. That's real as fuck. And he real genuine. You know, that's real cool of him. And him and Akira can go on, you know, little family dates and stuff like that. That's real nice. Did y'all see Timmy in the hips and his daddy getting into it with the triple hips? That's where he get it from. His daddy was wild and all outside. And yeah, I know I'm big too. I can talk. Don't worry about it. I can talk. But that was too funny. I mean, like, what was he saying? He must didn't agree with Brenay coming to the graduation. He must have said, you know, you could have came by yourself. Why did you have to do all this? It seemed like, because they say he sat in the back and he didn't sit by Tim and Brenay. I don't know how true that is, but maybe he not too fond of her. And which is weird to me because it's always the mama don't like the woman, but in this it's the daddy. That's crazy though. But y'all see Brenay got on them comments though. She didn't cut her comments on. She know what to do. It's the first. Come on now. She know what to do because she know it's gonna bring a lot of people because people want to comment. I started to comment, but I said to myself, you know what? She ain't finna get paid off me. If anything, I'm gonna give my opinion on my platform and get paid for it before I put any type of motherfucking opinion in our motherfucking.
Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me you couldn't stand this woman's existence? Yes, I'm talking about $2.10 with the 50-cent hips. He's saying that he couldn't stand Akira's whole existence, but yet you had 2 children with sis, which is crazy to me because that's the way it became once Brenay got in the picture, baby. Before then, you and Akira was definitely a win. But then once your friend came around, you started acting bad. You started acting bad. And the reason for that is you was over here doing what you was doing and had Brenay up in your ear about the things she would be doing for you if you left there. She said she would give you the world, friend, and that was right up your alley because you are a user. A user. That's exactly what you are by far. So for me, I think that God did Akira and Devin a favor by getting them away from you 2 heathens and heifers. Heifers and heathens. That's exactly what you 2 are by far. Because for y'all to try to make it seem like anything was right within this situation, baby, it's crazy for Tay, baby. Say it one more time with me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway. Let's get back into this content.
But I went to Southeast too. We all went to Southeast. But I was familiar with Jordan at Southeast. But I do know that it was 2 niggas specifically that Akira, matter of fact, it was 3 niggas that I would tell Akira, like, while we was together, like, bro, like, why you, like, what's up with this nigga? Like, why he always popping up? What's up with that? But Jordan was one of them. And she would always say, yeah, he was just my friend in school, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna try to take her word for it. I'm not gonna trip about it. But he popped up again. And just to let y'all know, in January when we both decided to split, Akira was doing her own thing. We didn't, until the way our house was set up, it was like 2 parts of the house. The living room had.
Well, listen, it's your girl Tay. If you don't know, if this is your first time here for show, make sure you become a subscriber, friend, and definitely join the family for the win. But let's get back into the factors of Brenay and Tim, okay? Do you see how far this situation has went? And it's due to the factors of the disrespect, the embarrassment, and the harassment. When people think that they can do things to people and it is fully okay, no matter how wrong it is, baby, they're going to make an excuse for why they did what they did in the first place. But that still doesn't make it right. And that's the part that I don't think that these 2 is getting. Y'all going to always try to make the situation what it is because y'all are the ones who did wrong, friend. But when it comes to the outside looking in, people see something totally different. They see all of the negativity within the situation, baby. Because ain't no way y'all could think that this is right. Because it's not. Especially when kids is involved. And then y'all allow strangers to get involved in the factors of the kids. It probably was one of them people in that group or on that phone call that tried to remove Akira kid from school illegally. It probably was one of them people right within them Discord phone calls, within that Discord phone call, baby. Because the shit that y'all was talking about, I don't give a damn how much of a content creator I am. It's just certain boundaries you don't cross, friend. And people be taking this internet shit too seriously. It's supposed to be for entertainment purposes only. Even though we are giving our opinion on other people's real life, y'all be doing shit that's not right. Like, there is a limit. There is a limit. And Tay don't ever try to get too close to the content, because I still want to be able to give my overall real opinion. I don't want to be out here walking on eggshells because I'm trying to befriend a certain person. So now when it comes down to my opinion, it's watered down. Nah, you're going to get this work. You definitely going to get this work. And it's going to be the truth. And sometimes the truth hurt. They never said you was going to like the truth, but that don't mean I'm not going to tell you the truth. When the doctor gives medication to you, do they say, are you going to like it? Do they prescribe it for the factors of you liking it, or are they prescribing it to fix the problem? It's about fixing the problem, and lying to people don't solve them. And a lot of people get on this internet and forget.
Adoring it, so it didn't, like, it was kind of cut off from the rest of the house. So the living room was like my bedroom. But she would be on the phone at night, cupcaking. She would go link up with who she link up with and do her thing. She was doing her thing. She was doing her own thing. So when Jordan came in the picture, I don't know. It was probably the summer of 2024, around the time me and Brenay got serious.
Well, we don't know, babe. We don't know.
Honestly, I don't know. But I know this nigga starts showing up to like,
No, because
the child exchanges.
Because I went down the rabbit hole on his page to where she started liking stuff. But I also seen Corinne like a post of his. This what made me know that y'all all was friends. You understand? Because again, through the fake journalists, they were saying y'all was never friends and they didn't know each other. You understand? But it goes back to early as August, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, August 2023 or September 2023, where Akira started liking Jordan pictures. And then 2024, that's when she started loving it. And this is why I'm asking y'all, when is it that you and her stopped talking to each other? Because it went from liking to loving his post now. So that's making me think them two was dealing with each other, because it said February 6th is when Brenay had a conversation, and then you and Akira broke up in March. But then it says y'all slept together in April of 2024.
No, that's a lie. Let's be clear. Let me
say this.
Did she really have a miscarriage? Because I don't believe
I'm trying to
break me down. That is some bullshit,
break it
bro.
Down.
That's some BS.
That's what they were saying in the court.
No, I knew that was a lie. I knew.
Hell, no, she was not pregnant. That was a lie. Because here's the thing. Check this out. How y'all got 700 exhibits, but there's no pregnancy test. There's no positive pregnancy test. There's no doctor's note, visit. There's nothing about a pregnancy. But you say you're pregnant. I was there. Akira was on birth control in January. So if you know the birth control process, and correct me if I'm wrong, you gotta get a pregnancy test before you get on birth control. You got on birth control in January, but you conceived in November and had a miscarriage in February? No, I'm not stupid. So she did that just to try another manipulation tactic. Even
if she was pregnant, it wouldn't have been your kid. Again, because this is what I'm saying. Jody, she went to Baltimore in March because she was with some dykey bitches, because I was on that live when she was on the live.
You understand? So that was around in March. So this is why I'm asking questions, because me personally, I've been watching for a minute. You understand? When they first started putting y'all information out there, that's why me personally, I need to know these motherfucking dates.
Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, all that stuff is twisted. Like, at the end of the day, the way me and Akira, I stopped sleeping in the bedroom with her in like late December, early January. We stopped sleeping in the same room. We have sex, none of that. We ain't do none of that since 2023. None of that. So all this stuff that she's saying that I'm was still having sex with her and up her ass. First off, I couldn't stand to be around her. That's the thing. It was always times when my sister would come stay at the house because I didn't want to be around Akira by myself because she was boring as hell. I didn't like that girl like that. Like, I'm being dead serious. Everybody that was around knows, you could tell. She would try to put on this little fake front in front of people like I'm like we all lovey-dovey. No, and she lied in court talking about I'm up her ass. Like, you know that's a fucking lie. You know I didn't even like kissing you. Like, stop acting, bro. You acting. You doing all this acting stuff for the internet and for all these people just to try to make Brenay look bad.
And you're pregnant the whole time you're there crying.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy. When she popped out pregnant, I said, "Oh."
But we knew she was pregnant because this is the thing. Like, she sent messages through the kids, and that's the bad part about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she do all that nasty, wicked stuff. She used the kids. She used the kids as a messenger, especially my son, because he's 6. So he at that age where, you know what I'm saying? He understands stuff a little bit better. Plus, he a mama's boy, so I can't even say that, but he try to protect his mom, and he's at the age where she can train him. You know what I'm saying? She can train his mom. She can tell him how to respond to things, and you know what I'm saying? Because it gets to a point to where, you know, he start acting a little weird towards Brenay in certain situations. So, like, she used them as leverage just to try to, you know what I'm saying, get all this stuff. Like, that girl's evil, and I can't stand her existence, bro.
I definitely believe you, because I was actually in the dentist's office when she was telling everybody she was pregnant the day your son, I think he had dental surgery.
All right, stop it.
Listen, it's your girl Tay, and if you made it this far in the video, drop a purple heart for your girl, baby. You already know how this go. Make sure you do the famous 4. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep your girl alive. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep your girl alive. Right. Do all of that. All 4. I'll be back for more.
Hey, somebody got on here and said, Brenay, stop posting comments under your videos from Tim's account. We know that's not him. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I go to her page, and literally under all her recent videos is Tim leaving generic ass comment like he an old pervert or something, like, hey cutie, like either she's forcing that nigga to do that shit, or that's her.
Tim, $2 Tim with the 50-cent hips. You are corny, my friend. Because the only things and the things that you were saying on this phone call was to make Brenay content. This is not really the way that you was feeling, because otherwise you wouldn't have still been in Akira business. Why was you watching her if you was with her currently? Why are you still worried about and who she's doing anything with? That's no longer any of your business. And if you saying that you hated her existence, why would you concern yourself with anything that has to do with her business? You know when she did this, you know when she did that. I thought the facts was that you was no longer into that. But for me, it seems you thought you was going to have your cake and eat it too, baby. But Brenay, the reason why she put her air fryer in that group of things to be or to keep was because you knew that with this one you was going to eat financially. But now the only thing she doing is paying for you. I hope it was worth it for the 2 of you.
Y'all, so spend a day with me. We're going to Brenay's house for a family gathering. Yeah, so. And then Azayla. Oh, okay, what's that?
After 5.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'll see y'all when we get there. Yeah. Because I think I'm going to bring my games that I have here so we can play little games. So the games we have is Uno, cards, if you know, you know, and Incoherent. I'm sorry to see. Hey, we at Walmart, y'all. So we getting chips. Y'all, I love me some cranberry juice. Ugh. We got this for us and then that for the kids. That's what we got. You got a loan via State of RMSB because he told us that. Hey, you smoking the grill. Get off of my fat cheese. Wait, I'm shuffling the camera. Who calm is this? Hey.
If I was Brenay and I'm getting sued for $2.1 million, I'm bringing the baddest heifer on the floor, baby. I'm not representing nothing. You crazy. You were asking to get sued.
Hey, it's Tay, and I just wanted to introduce myself to you, baby. If this is your first time here, make sure you come back for more, for sure, because Tay got a lot of things in store. And I want everybody to remember everything that you hear here is definitely my opinion, no more, no less. And it's definitely within the fair use guidelines, my friend. So definitely tap in. Let's go.
It's currently 10 p.m. on May 1st of me recording this video, and there's still no records of Brenay paying that $40,000. Now, I have a theory. I think my theory is this. Brenay thought she was not going to pay the $40,000 and she was going to hide all her things. So if they can't find nothing, they can't seize nothing. I am very curious to see how Akira's team responds to this, because I genuinely believe that perhaps Brenay is not listening to anyone, including her counsel, and she thinks that her and Tim are just so smart, and that she doesn't have to pay or listen to the courts, that she's just gonna hide the things, right? But honestly, at this point, it's just Brenay, her Bible, her air fryer, and Tim against the world, and any type of common sense moving forward.
Tay got a list of the bullshit, okay? Because I had to write some things down while I was listening to these phone call messages. So Tim was talking about his son. He was talking about the factors of how they been knew Akira was pregnant, how the miscarriage basically was bullshit because he was no longer sleeping in the bedroom, how he basically couldn't stand her, he didn't even want to kiss. That's how deep the shit gets. Down to the factors of, it's crazy for me because you saying that you hate a person that was paying for everything that had to do with you, baby. So how could you hate for the person that's taking care of you? But that's because you knew you planned on doing the shit that you chose to do. You and Brenay was out here eating and fucking cheating, right? How long was Akira supposed to sit around until she found her happiness within a situation? Because me personally, the shit that y'all was talking within the factors of this phone call conversation is all the reason why she shouldn't be with your ass no more. Say what now? Talking about everything. Talking about when niggas tracking down Jordan timeline. Knowing when it went from liking to loving. Okay? Talking about when Akira went to Baltimore. At least she going back and forth to Baltimore. That is actually where she is from. She's not the one that's out here do and to and be more ain't even up in you. Brenay. And then when Tim was on the phone call, you see how fast she tried to cut him off when he went to say something and she was like, oh, because we didn't know. Yes, you did. Because y'all checking to know everything, sis. Listen, Tay gonna get back to this. Let's get back to this content.
I bet y'all missed this. Pay close attention.
Especially my son, because he's sick, so he at that age where, you know what I'm saying, he understands stuff a little bit better, plus he a mama's boy, so well, I can't even say that, but he trying to protect his mom, and he's at the age where he can train, she can train him, you know what I'm saying, she can train his mom, she can tell him how to respond to things, and You know what I'm saying? Because it gets to a point to where, you know, he start acting a little weird towards Brenay.
Tim. If you want to know if a person's energy is wrong, ask an old person or a child. Your son can sense that Brenay's energy is completely off. Kids and old people can detect weasel. Okay? That boy knows that they were just calling Brenay auntie and now y'all making them call her mom. I found it interesting how you say he's a mama's boy and how he wants to protect his mom. That type of shit can't be trained. It can't be taught. He know he's genuinely loved with his mom. He know over there is some bullshit. Kids and old people can always sense demonic and weird energy. You better pay attention instead of want to blame everything on Akira and say she's training and teaching them that. No, your son know what's up, and you better pay attention to that.
And another thing, it's the simple fact that the courts aren't knocking down Brenay's door to take her to jail. Like, you already committed all these crimes, and you steady keep pushing this girl through turmoil. She going about her life, about to have her baby, and you keep talking about her. I'm starting to think that this criminal justice system ain't about nothing. Cause it's too many times that people are continuously showing their ass and ain't nothing happening to them. It's not no reason why Brenay should even feel comfortable saying Akira's name, even Akira's son's name. Somebody come and get her immediately. Immediately. It shouldn't be okay.
Shout out to all my content creators, because you know Tay was going to go and find it and bring it all in one place, baby. So I had to pick and pick and pick and pick until I get the right pieces of content. So shout out to all my CCs, baby. Y'all be out here doing y'all thing. So if you are up in here, near or far, just know you got Tay hard, okay? Okay.
Wake up. It's the first of the month. It's the first of the month. Today is the day Brenay pays that 40K. Today is the day Brenay pays that 40K. I mean, girl, Brenay, honestly, you try so hard, but you make it look so obvious that you can't compete where you don't compare. OG, original, baby mama, Akira, okay? And so she, fresh, natural, it fits her, frames her face beautifully. Brenay, hoochie mama, cyber stalker, backstabber, the one that infiltrated Akira's marriage while she was married to Timothy and slept and systematically stole that man slept with him in their marital house, in their marital bed, and then tried to flip the script and act like she's the victim out of all of this. And she went red because she's in her villain era, obviously. Look at him. Look at him. That's your man. That's my man, and I'ma stick beside him. Brenay, probably. I mean, all for Meatloaf. All for Meatloaf, a crusty, dusty, frumpy, musty dependent that literally looks like he's annoyed that you're breathing air loudly. And here you are, still continuing while you have a current cyber stalking case after already having to pay 40K today in order to hold off a judgment. From them coming, collecting your car and turning off your electricity and the Xbox and Timothy leaving with it. I mean, absolutely astounding to me. And at this point, it's not even about Timothy. It never was about Timothy. Never. And always about Akira. You truly are one of those un loco. Because honestly, you have the man, you're married, you're deliriously, delusionally in love. My husband will play about me. My husband loved me. When, meanwhile, Timothy, that's him. Come on. Everything we know about you two is against my will, and it's because you both told us. You keep on talking, and you buried yourself on that Discord. Absolutely buried yourself. I will never understand you, woman. Never, 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 never. Like, he even looks like he's no good. Like, he's lazy. Like, in the sack, even. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he is unmotivated. A sloth. Like, come on. 1.75. And you know that 40K has to hurt. You know that 40K has to hurt. I mean, she's got money, but not money. Not that enough money. And especially when he's doing nothing to help you, and he's doing nothing. Like, you guys are just unreal. And everything I know came from you two. Or came from you two. Like, honestly, from your lips, from your channel, from your Snapchat, from, you know, your YouTube, it came from you two. And it's like Akira's done the right thing this entire time. And that's say nothing. That's say nothing and just let you two be your awful selves. And you keep on burying yourselves. And now you're telling me you went to court today with the same friggin' haircut but dyed it red, thinking that, you know, oh, if I dye it red, it's not going to look like I'm straight up copying. Like, your head moves in mysterious ways, my lady.
Well, as of 10 o'clock p.m. last night, the server said that Brenay had not made any type of payment. But as y'all could see by that clip I put up yesterday, the last clip, if you didn't see that video, please go check into that, baby. But yeah, in the last clip, she was saying she didn't have a couch to sit. I wonder if they started taking her shit. I wonder. I wonder if that was like a little hint. But anyway, by 10 o'clock last night, it wasn't nothing on there that said that Brenay had made any type of payment. So I guess as the day goes on and the days go past, we will see what else they decide to take from her ass.
One of them, what it is, the little red bikes that the little kids used to have with the 3 wheels, I get you one of those. The hell you talking about something you want a Toyota and you don't even have no damn driver's license. Boy, you got life and bullshit fucked all the way up. That something wrong with you up here, ain't it? How you out here making demands on a vehicle that you want and you're not even supposed to be driving? Did you forget? I don't know what type of fantasy world that y'all live in up here. I don't know what type of medication y'all are taking. I don't never want to be that delusional. Never. You better save up them Amazon Flex checks. The little bit you have left after the child support payments come out. Talking about something you want a damn Toyota. You better go get you a 10-speed. That's what you need. A damn 10-speed. You need to stay in your lane. A 10-speed and a damn helmet. I be seeing people riding around on a damn 10-speed with fishing poles.
So, I am stuck in traffic on North Carolina's parking lot, I-40. So, what better time to talk about Akira versus Brenay? I remember people got irritated with me when I said that, you know, Akira would, you know, could potentially would win the trial, but not ultimately win. And they're like, well, you said she wouldn't win. No, I didn't say that. I said it depends on how you define victory. And right now, they are in a position, Akira is, and because with Brenay is, you know, got to pay a $40,000 bond before the end of today. I think it probably needs to be by 5 o'clock today. I would do that just to be sure. Otherwise, the stay on the judgment which was, basically a stay. If you're not a lawyer, not used to dealing with it, it's a pause essentially on collecting on this massive judgment. Well, if that's not paid today, that stay is lifted. It goes away, meaning Akira can go after Brenay's assets, whatever they may be. I wonder if she can't come up with $40,000 to post bond, then that means she doesn't have many assets at all. I don't think she has the assets, but I think she should have done everything possible to post the bond, because $40,000 is a lot better than like 1.7, 1.8 or whatever it is right now million. So yes, Akira won, but how do you define victory? Are you going to get all the money? No. Are you going to get some money? Maybe, you hope, but you don't know. We don't know what Brenay has. I tend to think she doesn't have very much, or she certainly doesn't have millions of dollars. I'm pretty sure of that. Does she have money that can easily be gotten to, and that you can actually, that isn't, she doesn't have other debts that are creditors she's dealing with there. You assume she's dealing with other creditors too. So, obviously Akira has to be happy with getting something substantial. You're never going to collect millions of dollars from an individual, like $1.7, $1.8 million, unless they're a millionaire. You're not going to be able to collect that. I'm sorry. I mean, you're somebody makes a couple $100,000 over the course of a few years. You're not. They don't have millions of dollars. They just don't. They don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am.
Hey, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name.
Hold up.
If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte. What? Latte. What? Latte. What? Hands up if you ready for the real. What? Latte. What? Latte. Hands up if you ready for the real.
She pop out clean, yeah, the vibe go up. Big energy walk, don't gotta do much. Truth in her voice, she say what it be. No sugarcoat talk, just honesty. Color in her style, confidence loud. Unicorn vibes, but she stand out proud. She don't chase rumors, she clear that fog. If it ain't the truth, she won't co-sign y'all.
Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Truth telling energy on display. Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Welcome to the world where the facts stay. Latte.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Truth teller.
Hold up.
Unicorn energy.